Hi, it's Kyle here. I'm back with more travel content from Bonnie, Scotland, and I just thought it would be really nice to update you guys on what's happening in my life and what's going to be happening with the future content on my YouTube channel and blog post on my website moving forward. I've got a nice cup of tea and I can't wait to get into the video with you. So just before we get into the video, I just want to say that I have a blog post version of this video on my website. The link will be in the description of this video below. If you click on that, it will take you to my blog post and there will be a little bit more information there than there is in this video. So I highly encourage you to check it out and leave a comment. You know, be the first person to leave me a comment on my website. That would be cool. Most of you who followed me since the very beginning will probably know of my past adventures through Oceania and North America, and some of you may even know that for the past 12 months I've been back here in my hometown called Blairgowrie, which is my hometown. Where does the time go? Literally, where does the time go? This past year hasn't seen much in the way of content because I've chosen over the past 12 months personally, it was a personal choice, just to focus on digital design, studying digital design and getting more skillful in that area. It's something I needed to do in order to increase my chances of being able to someday fulfill my dream of working on the internet. I could have done much better at documenting the process of studying online, to be honest. And though over the last 12 months I have created a few videos that I hope at least share some of the experience I had of studying and learning new skills on the internet. So I guess this video is my way of filling in the blanks. Udemy has been an absolute lifesaver for me. They've allowed me to grow my skill set and study from the comfort of my own bedroom. Studying this way has allowed me to save my money rather than spending it on commuting to college and university and avoiding government loans and grants. It's also allowed me to fit my studies around my part-time supermarket job, which is really handy. I've taken courses in web development, web design, graphic design, digital marketing, social media, videography, photography, branding, and what else? There is a couple more. There's a couple more. Oh yes, and Adobe Creative Cloud software and how to use that. Because of this, I now have two websites. One of them is obviously this one. This is cowslife.com, where I keep all my travel content. And the other one is where I keep all my graphic design and web design content over at cowdesigns.org. I do have a third one in the works. This one's going to be a podcast, and this one's actually been inspired by my travels through Oceania and North America. I met so many creative people on that journey, and I really wanted to create a podcast website so that I could, when I travel around Scotland, meet other creators and makers and share their journeys and their stories. I just think that's really interesting. It certainly is for me. It's quite exciting for me, and I'm looking forward to being able to connect with other creators and makers and just build some friendships. That's one of the things that I'm really excited about actually going forward. All the websites though are not 100% complete. I still have bits and pieces to do with them, but overall I'm happy with the way they are. and I guess it's a stepping stone to where everything's going. The one thing I am happy about though is that I've finally got something tangible. You know, for the past couple of years I've not really had anything tangible. I've not really had a base to keep all my content, and I'm really glad that I've managed to form a brand and a base for my content. That's something that I'm quite proud of, that I've achieved over the past few months. I also have a Patreon page and an online shop over at thisiscowslife.com should you be interested in checking it out and supporting me in the future. As the months of studying passed me by, I began to realise just how little I've actually explored my own hometown. It's the first time I've actually been back living in my hometown in almost 10 years. Before that, when I was 18, I moved away to pursue a career in retail, and that took me further northeast towards the Scottish coastline. So this inspired me to simply go outside and explore my surroundings, and I ended up being quite surprised at what has been here all along for all these years that I grew blind to the older I became. I will say though that I have had some discomfort since coming home from travelling, which has made me so eager to go away again and do these travelling expeditions, if that's what you want to call them, or simply just adventures, because for some reason I wasn't able to see the value and the beauty that was right here in my own hometown. I was always looking out there at the far-flung corners of the earth for my next adventure, which made me really unsettled where I was now. I wasn't able to live in the present moment, I wasn't able to see what was around me, and that was causing me a lot of discomfort. And it's only until these last few months I've began to get myself together and realise that going to the other side of the world is not going to make you any happier than simply just exploring your own backyard. I mean, if you are able to stand here in your own backyard in the present moment and just see it for what it is, the beauty that surrounds you, you'll be just as happy as you would be going to the far-flung corners of the earth. And it's taken me literally 2.5 years of traveling and studying to come to that conclusion, essentially just to wake up to the fact that it's really beautiful where I am and it deserves some attention, and that's what I want to do. So this then inspired me to want to share more of these little Scottish towns like Blairgowrie with you. And this is why I've started season 4, to essentially share the lesser known parts of Scotland and to inspire locals and tourists to simply explore and rediscover their own backyard. So I want to try and create more valuable content that people can use and benefit from. I like the idea of travel guides, vlogs and short films, and I hope you do too. So rather than try and share all of Blairgowrie with you in one big video, I've decided to separate the content out into multiple episodes. So the first few episodes of season 4 will be my attempt at sharing the various parts of Blairgowrie's beautiful river and why locals and tourists should spend more time here. Blairgowrie is one of Scotland's most underrated towns, but it's bursting with history, pride and a love of life. So I want to share Blairgowrie's biggest attraction with you in multiple episodes, and eventually what that will help me do is to bring all of those multiple episodes together into one big guide that will help locals and tourists who visit here explore Blairgowrie's River Elliot. I'll also be posting future behind the scenes and blooper reels onto not my Facebook page, no, onto my Patreon page. And I think my posting schedule to YouTube is going to be about once a week, but you know, some weeks will vary because I don't know, something might pop up, but hopefully it doesn't happen and everything happens on a weekly basis. And that, in a nutshell, is this week's update. I really hope you've enjoyed this update, and please let me know if this is something that you would like to see me create for you more often. And as always, if you have any questions for me, then please leave a comment down below, or you can leave a comment on the blog post on my website, or you can contact me via email on my contact page on my website. And until next time, remember that the world is at your feet. Go and explore, and try not to get too lost.